that 20 machine. That's St. Henry Nicollet, car number 20. Here comes the 64 now, Gary Richard. Richard now on the charge at 64, as is the 00 John Brooks. Hawkins in that 37 machine. Remember, we're only taking 4 to the A main. Everybody else got the back through B. And man, what a race. 3 wide, 4 wide. You count them and stack them. Up in front, Shaner, that car number 20, your leader. Then it's going to be the 22 T of Anderson, the 64 machine of Gary Richard. Here comes Hot Shoe Hawkins in that 37 machine now as he's on the high side of John Brooks. Hawkins now puts it right through the middle of the racetrack. Young Jacob Hawkins out of Fairmont, West Virginia. What a run he's got going again here tonight. Hawkins in the 37, he just goes into turn number 1 and hangs a left. Hawkins now gives underneath to Richard, working him for that third spot down the backstretch. Meanwhile, Eddie Shaner in the 20 machine out in front, 3 wide into corner number 3. Here we go again. Hawkins now, he's trying to get around Richard. Also looking at the 22 T of Anderson. Don't count out the 00 of John Brooks. Up in front, it's still going to be Shaner in the 20 machine. Then it's going to be the 22 T of Anderson, followed by the 37. Young Hachi, Jacob Hawkins making the West Virginia trek once again. Hawkins now puts it down in the middle of the racetrack. The 00 Brooks, a little bouncing off the wall. He does the 5X, and Richardson gets around him. Here comes Hawkins. Man, he's going for the whole shenanigans right there in quarter 1 and 2. Now the 22 T, a little love tap there from Gary Richards. The 22 T, is he going to be able to keep it going? Caution on the Speedway. Green machine, that'll be Josh Graber. And Tony Anderson, the 22 T machine, rounds out the running order. Hawkins now, he's worked his way up through. Is he going to have anything for Shaner here the last few laps? Shaner now really trying to open up that 20 machine. Shaner, Hawkins, and it's going to be the 64 Gary Richard, the 5X machine. That's going to be Jim Richardson currently in that 4th spot, but he's got Brooks. John Brooks right there in that 5th spot looking at Richardson in that 5X machine. In the meantime, Hawkins trying to close the gap in on Shaner. Shaner on the restart. I'm sorry, Shaner had a good jump on the restart, but here comes Hawkins. Hawkins putting that 37 machine right to the middle of the racetrack. That Two Brothers racing team. They come loaded tonight. Hawkins now just goes down there again and just turns left under Shaner. Shaner on the high side. Hawkins right to the middle of the racetrack. Here comes the 64 of Gary Richard now. He wants in that mix. Hawkins going to do a Eldora slide job on Shaner. Hawkins, white flag, giving the lead at the line. Jacob Hawkins, Eddie Shaner. Then it's going to be John Brooks now, that 00 machine. He's seen an opportunity. He capitalized on it. Here he comes. Then it's going to be the 5X of Gary Richardson on the outside looking in. That's going to be the 64 machine of Gary Richard. Checkered flag. Give it to the 37 machine of Jacob Hawkins. And it's going to be the 20 of Shaner, the 00 of Brooks, and the 5 of Richardson. So your winner there in heat race number 1 in the 137 out of Fairmont, West Virginia, young Jacob Hawkins. Ohio in the 45P. The 3rd row, the 20M, that's going to be Josh Morton out of Piqua. On the outside, the 96 of Chad Thornhill from Rossburg, Ohio. Jason Wheatley in that car number 7 out of Loretto, Kentucky. Beside him, the 26 of Mike Dirksen from Union City, Ohio. And rounding out the running order, car number 65 out of Churubusco, Indiana. That's going to be the 65 machine of Todd Sherman. Green flag once again. Here we go. Williams, then it's going to be the 52 machine of Babcock. Here comes Post on the low side. And that 45, keep your eye on Wheatley, that 7 machine. He may have started back in that 7th spot. He doesn't want to stay back there long. Todd Sherman now, that's 65, putting it on the low side of the racetrack. In the meantime, in the 11 machine, that'll be Rob Williams. Jeff Babcock in that 2nd spot. Brian Post, here comes Wheatley. Wheatley, Todd Sherman also in that 65, trying to get a move towards the front. But it's going to be Wheatley and Post now as they battle that 3rd and 4th spot. Still up in front, the 11 machine. That's Rob Williams, 52. That'll be Jeff Babcock. Jason Wheatley now in that 3rd spot. Oh my, Brian Post in the 45. Here now, there comes the 65 of Todd Sherman. Sherman now up into that 5th position. Sherman puts the slide job underneath the 45 of Post now. Post going to try to cross back under it. Not going to happen. And then it's going to be Nick Cattergan right back in the 6th spot. Meanwhile, up in front, Williams in the 11. That's your leader, followed by the 52 of Babcock. Babcock, he's got Jason working right there with him. Wheatley in 3rd. The 4th spot. That's going to be the 65 of Todd Sherman. Williams, your leader. Jeff Babcock in second, followed by the 7 Wheeling. The 96 machine at Chad Thornhill takes that car down to the infield. In the meantime, up in front, it's going to be Rob Williams in the 11, the 52 machine. That's going to be Jeff Babcock. Jason Wheatley still hanging right there with him, as is Todd Sherman. What a race back there for that second spot now. Jason Wheatley closes in on the next lid of the 52 of Babcock. Getting off in a hurry. This 11 machine, that's going to be Rob Williams. Williams, your leader, out in front. Rob Williams going to be white flag this time at the line. Williams, and it's going to be the 52 machine. Up Babcock, Wheatley in the 7. The 65, that's going to be the 65 machine. Up Todd Sherman. Sherman's come from the back of the pack up into the 4th spot. Give the heat race to the 11 machine of Rob Williams. Second, that'll be the 52 machine of Jeff Babcock. Jason Wheatley in third, followed by the 65 of Todd Sherman. So your top 4, that's going to be the 11 machine of Rob Williams. Then the 52 machine of Jeff Babcock in second, followed by Jason Wheatley in the 7 machine in third, the 65 machine of Todd Sherman. Bob Birch in that 3B machine. And here comes Brent Hole in the 0 on the high side. Sean Smith in the 28 now. Jesse Bitterling in that 225 opening night winner here at the Eldora Speedway this year. Sanders in the 10 TS. That's your official place car. But right now up in front of that 3B, that's going to be Bob Birch. That's going to be Birch in the 28 of Smith. Hole and Bitterling. That's your front 4. The 74 now. It's Lenny Guyton now trying to work through the middle part of the racetrack, trying to get underneath the 10 of Sanders. Once again, Birch in that 3B out in front. Sean Smith now, that 28 machine target flows in on the hunt. Sean Smith in that second spot. Then it's going to be Brent Hole in the 0, followed by the 225 of Bitterling. Bitterling now in that 225 machine. That's with the final transfer spot. Birch, your leader. Sean Smith, Brent Hole, Jesse Bitterling. Then it's going to be Todd Sanders in the 10 TS. Sanders now slows on the backstretch. Here comes the 44 of Steve Hughes. Now Hughes started along the tail. Now working underneath the 74 Lenny Guyton. Hughes and Guyton, what a battle coming down the front stretch. They're going to throw him into corner number 1 again. Steve Hughes at 44 trying to get underneath the Guyton. Not going to happen again. The 10 machine of Sanders now takes that car to the infield. Up in front, it's still going to be Bob Birch in that 3B machine. It's going to be Birch in the 28 of Sean Smith. Brent Hole in the 0, the 225 of Bitterling in 4th. Lenny Guyton in the 74 machine of the 44 of Steve Hughes. White flag. This time, one more time around the speedway for the 3B and Bob Birch. Birch and Smith, your front pair. Then it's back away to the 0 of Brent Hole, followed by the 225 of Bitterling. At the line, checker flag. Give it to the 3B of Bob Birch. Second. That's going to be the 0 machine of Brent Hole. It'll be the 28. That's going to be Sean Smith. And Jesse Bitterling in the 225. So your top 4, that's going to be the 3B machine at Bob Birch, followed by the 0 of Brent Hole, the 28 of Sean Smith, and the 225 of Jesse Bitterling. Up in front, Davey Gann, that 33 machine, that's your leader. Andrew Bibler, that 22B. Now we got the 3 machine. That's going to be Steve Brown up against the wall. Battle coming down the backstretch. Number 3 a bit of touch, and now the 08 of Mike Rudiger. That's from Luke, the 08. Caution on the Speedway. Davey Gann is the 33-year leader. That's going to be Bibler in the 22B. Scotty Moore. Here comes that 2 machine up for Josh Ferguson. Ferguson now trying to work through the middle of the racetrack as Orr lets it drift up high. Ferguson and Orr, they come down the backstretch, going into quarter number 3. Out in front, Davey Gann. This will be Bibler. Give the 3rd spot now to the 2 machine of Josh Ferguson out of Covington, Indiana. Ferguson started back in it. He's 3rd and still digging for more. Bibler in the 22B in that 2nd spot. Again, Davey Gann out in front in the 33 machine. And now starting to look off. He's got fast finding more. Handling his green white going into quarter to number 1. And still it's going to be the 22 of Bibler coming out in that 2nd spot. Ferguson in 3rd, followed by Scotty Orr. Mike Rudiger now after a spin has worked his way back up to 5th and coming still towards the front. Still, it's going to be Davey Gann out in front, followed by Bibler. Ferguson and Scotty Orr now really closing down in slide job. And who's going to lift? Nobody. Draws over by Ferguson. Still, what a battle for that 4th spot. 4th and 3rd, that's the battle on the racetrack. Ferguson in the deuce now, brings it right through the middle of the racetrack. Scotty Orr not going to be intimidated, going to stay up there and let it work. Rudiger keeps praying for a caution so he closes the gap, but don't think it's going to happen. Davey Gann, your leader. Andrew Bibler in that 2nd spot in the 22B. Then it's going to be Scotty Orr now. Orr is putting up on the high side in 3 and 4. White flag at the line this time for Gann. Davey Gann, Andrew Bibler, Scotty Orr. Then it's going to be Josh Ferguson. White flag's been displayed this time. We're going to go checker at the line. Coming off quarter number 4. I got a feeling some of these spots aren't done yet. Here we go. The 33 machine of Davey Gann. Going to take lead race number 4. This will be Bibler in the 22. Scotty Orr in the 88 in 3rd. Followed by the deuce of Josh Ferguson. Going to be Mike Rudiger in the 08. But your top 4 in the 33 machine out of Bradford, Ohio. That's going to be Davey Gann. The runner-up in the 22B of Andrew Bibler. The 3rd spot, that'll be the 88 of Scott Orr. And rounding out the top 4, the 2 of Josh Ferguson. Once again, Gary Richard, Brian Post, that's your front row. Chad Ruhlman, Nick Catterhen in row number 2, Josh Graber and Mike Dirksen in the 3rd row. Tony Anderson and Josh Morton in row number 4. Overson and Thornhill. Green is now looking at Gary Richard, that 64 machine. Here comes Ruhlman in the 20. Chad Ruhlman at 20 machine trying to work the low side. Brian Post down at 45. It's going to be Richard, Ruhlman and Post as they come down the backstretch. Catterhenry's got Mike Dirksen right there with him. Dirksen running right through the middle of the racetrack. Josh Morton at 20. Oh man, now getting Catterhenry sideways. The race is going to be on right there. Coming off quarter number 4. Caution on the Speedway. Green is out once again. That 64 Richard Brian Post. Then here comes the 20 of Ruhlman. Mike Dirksen now. That 26. We're trying to go 3 wide. Not going to happen. It's going to be side by side coming off the 2. Your leader. That'll be Gary Richard. Ruhlman now, Chad Ruhlman at 20 RBC into that 2nd spot. Shot in the shorts there for the 45. Right there, here comes the 20 machine of Morton. Josh Morton now up in that 5th spot. The 22T also now, Tony Anderson trying to work that car towards the front. In the meantime, the 64 of Gary Richard has found some speed here at BJ. Number 1, Richard down in front. This will be the 20 machine of Ruhlman. Brian Post, Mike Dirksen. Dirksen now trying to look underneath of Post. Up in front, the 64 machine, Gary Richard maintains that lead. The 20 machine of Ruhlman, Post and Dirksen. Side by side coming through corners, number 3 and 4. Dirksen, another one of those guys pulling double duty tonight. Brian Post still in that 3rd spot. Up in front now. The 64 machine, Gary Richard trying to open it out. Chad Ruhlman maintains that 2nd spot. Mike Dirksen now trying to get some room between him and the 45 of both. Dirksen once again pulling double duty both stocks and modified side. Working quick balls up front of Gary Richard. Gary Richard in lead. Chad Roman in second, followed by Dirksen in third. The 45 of post, followed by the 20 machine now. That is Josh Morton from the A spot up the fifth, but he's still on the outside looking into the A main. Six in the booth this time. Gary Richard this time lets it slide up just a bit in the meantime. Here comes the 20 machine of Roman. Roman now trying to close with it for white flag. One more time around Eldora Speedway. Gary Richard, your leader, that's 64 seconds. That's going to be the 20 of Roman, followed by the 26 of Dirksen. Those three now on a pull away. Brian Poster really lost a lot of ground to your front three. Coming at the line this time. Who's going to have it? Give it to the 64 of Gary Richard. Second, that'll be the 20 of Roman, followed by the 26 of Dirksen. Brian Poster will be in that fourth spot on the outside. And the 45B, followed by the 22C of Anderson and the 20 of Morton. And the 93 Josh Graber rounds out the running order. So your top three to round it out, that'll be the 64 machine of Gary Richard in first, followed by the 20R of Chad Ruhlman and the 26 of Mike Dirksen. Once again, that good-looking Chevrolet Avalanche pace truck comes off on the backstretch. Again, it's going to be Guyton and Roediger. That's going to be your front row. Then it's going to be Shute and Brown in row number 2. Unger and Ayler. That is your front 6. Top 3 transfer. Everybody else going to be done for the evening. Lenny Guyton, that 74 machine, quick on the throttle. Here comes the 08 of Roediger, also the 44 Steve Shute. Then it's going to be the 79 machine. That'll be Shane Unger. Back in the back, we got some battling going on, but out in front right now, Lenny Guyton, that 74 machine. Guyton really dropping it in. Steve Brown now, that 3SP machine. Going back to that 3 car. In the meantime, Shute right now in that third spot. That's your final transfer up front. It's going to be Guyton and Roediger. They're going to battle it out as in the corner, number 3. Mike Roediger now dives from the middle of that racetrack. Roediger and Guyton to take them off corner number 4. It's still going to be Lenny Guyton at the line. Guyton and Steve Shute that third spot. It's going to be that 79 of Unger. Shane Unger right now on the outside, looking in for the night speed main. Mike Chrisman now, he's moved up from the tail up into that 5th spot. But we still got battling back there between Suter, Chrisman, and Brown. In the meantime, up front, Lenny Guyton, that's your leader. Got 3 in this time. Lenny Guyton, then it's going to be the 08 of Mike Roediger. Guyton and Steve Shute now ways back in that third and final transfer. The 79 machine, that's going to be Shane Unger, followed by the 4th machine of Mike Chrisman. Halfway at the line. Lenny Guyton, the 08, that's going to be Mike Roediger, the 44 of Shute. Your front 3, the 79 machine, that's going to be Shane Unger, followed by Chrisman. Your front 5. But again, only top 3 transfer. Everybody else done for the evening at the line. Lenny Guyton still putting up in the high side of that racetrack and just letting it work. Guyton and Roediger, your front pair. And it's back to the 44 machine of Steve Shute. The 79 machine, Shane Unger, and also the 4 of Chrisman. Those two on the outside looking in. Going to be 6 at the line this time. 2 to go with the top 3 transfer. Your front pair, they pretty much opened it up. Roediger now tries to run a little different line, trying to make up some distance. But still, it's going to be Lenny Guyton out in front. Guyton and Roediger. Roediger trying to pitch it down a little lower line. It's not going to happen yet. White flag at the line. Lenny Guyton, Mike Roediger, 1 to go. Shute remains in that third and final transfer spot. Your leader coming into quarter number 3. Pitches it in there hard. White flag, fitness plane, checker flag in hand. B-main number 2. Gives to the 74 of Lenny Guyton. Mike Roediger in the 08 in second. Here comes the battle for that third and final transfer spot. The 4 machine of Mike Chrisman out of Salina gets it at the line. Mike Chrisman, that 4 machine, started clear back at the tail and come into that third and final transfer spot at the line. So your winner, that's going to be Lenny Guyton in the 74, Mike Roediger in the 08, and that third and final transfer goes to the 4 machine of Mike Crispin. That's going to be Eddie Shaner in row number 2 alongside of Bob Wiggins. 3 wide, 4 wide, coming through 1 and 2. Here we come down to backstretch one more time. Davey Gann, that 33, Brent Hull with the 0. Williams. Here comes Jason Whaley. He didn't come out of Kentucky for nothing. Whaley now that 7 machine. Into the 3rd spot. Scotty Orr in the 88 now. Orr gonna run on the bottom of that racetrack. Brent Hull in the 0. Davey Gann that 33. Then it's gonna be the 7 machine of Whaley. The 88 of Scotty Orr. Rob Williams in the 11. Hot Shoe Hawkins now in that 37 caution on the Speedway. Mike Roediger and Brent. The 45 machine, man. Brian Post and that 45 machine, also Mike Roediger, those guys cannot get a break tonight. Brent Hull now, that is going to be your leader in the 0 machine. Once again, the race seamers work. The problem is I don't have one, but right now, Brent Hull, your leader in that 0 machine. David Gann, the 37. Then it's going to be the 7 of Wheatley. Jason Wheatley, that 7 machine, trying to work the bottom of that racetrack. Here comes Hawkins in the 37. Wheatley once again puts it on the bottom. Brent Hull, your leader. David Gann up on top. Then it's going to be Wheatley. Here comes Scotty Orr, that 88 machine. While Hawkins in the 37. Oh man, hard contact on the wall with the 33 again. He don't lift. He keeps right on trucking. Up in front, it's still going to be the 33 of Gann now. Gann, your leader, coming off quarter number 4. David Gann, Brent Hull, then it's going to be Wheatley. Or the 65 machine coming up next. That's going to be Todd Sherman. What a run so far by Sherman. Scotty Orr in 4th. Hawkins in 5th. Todd Sherman in that 6th spot. Up in front, David Gann. Man, what a battle up in front. Gann and here comes Wheatley. Gann, Hull, Wheatley. The 88 machine of Scotty Orr. Here comes the 37 of Hawkins on the bottom of the racetrack. Hawkins again. In front of Sherman. Up in front. It's still going to be Gann in the 33. Hull in the 0. Wheatley in the 7. And we are dogfighting all the way back to the racetrack. The 2 of Ferguson slows on the front stretch. In the meantime, here we come on quarter number 4. Davey Gann, your leader. Brent Hull, Scott Orr in that 3rd spot. Orr on the high side. Wheatley on the low side. 3 wide on quarter number 2 down the backstretch. One more time. It is the 33 again. Orr in the 88 now. Scotty Orr in that 88 machine. Brent Hull in the 0. Scotty Orr in his short track car. Here with the big track tonight. Caution on the Speedway. Scotty started 12th. He's currently setting 3rd with just 6 laps down. Green is going to come out next time. We're going to start to pick up the pace. Second off corner number 4. Davey Gann, Brent Hull, Scotty Orr, Jason Wheatley. Then it's going to be the 37 machine of Hawkins. Richardson in the 5X, Williams in the 11. Here comes the 225 machine of Bitterling. Bitterling now, that 225, Jesse Bitterling. Started way back at 15. Going to go 2 wide, 3 wide, stack them up through 3 and 4 one more time. Davey Gann, Brent Hull, Scotty Orr, Jason Wheatley. Looks like stair steps on corner number 2. It's still Davey Gann out in front. Gann, then it's going to be Orr. Brent Hull, Jason Wheatley. Hawkins 3 wide on corner number 4. Oh my, race man. Hawkins now with a kamikaze move into 1 and 2. Hawkins getting to the 3rd spot as he's on the high side of Wheatley. Down the backstretch one more time. Hawkins on the high side. Wheatley diving that lightning chassis to the bottom. Davey Gann. Scotty Orr halfway in. Hawkins trying to slide up 3 wide in corner number 2. Here we come one more time. Davey Gann says, slide it out, boys. Scotty Orr Kentucky and Indiana fighting it out of Eldora. Here we go one more time. Jason Wheatley out in front. Scotty Orr running right there with me. David Gain in third. Hawkins out of West Virginia. That's fourth spot. Caution on the speedway. Melee in quarter number 3. In fact, it's more than a melee. It's a complete block track right now. Somebody's got to move something before these guys can even get back around to the front stretch. See Rob Williams at 11 involved. Also the 00 of John Brooks involved. Looks like Mike Dirksen now clearing himself out of that mess. Also the 65 of Todd Sherman involved. The 4 machine, Mike Crispin. One of our number 20s involved. Let's hear it, race fans tonight. UMP Modified feature winner of Eldora, Jason Wheatley. Let's hear it, race fans. He's going to show some emotion. Let's get him up here. Jason Wheatley, welcome back to the winner's circle. The Eldora Speedway brought to you tonight by the Home Depot. Jason, talk about how good's it been? Two-time feature winner this year at the Eldora Speedway.
I'll be back Wednesday. Hopefully it's 3-time. Hopefully we can start straight up or something. Hope Larry don't pull no tricks out of the hat. And, that's what I've been coming up here for, is win these points. And I didn't have my rain tires on. I was the only one wanting to call it. And Larry was kind of making fun of me a little bit on the radio, but I was like men raining a lot.
I wasn't raining enough. It just wasn't quite enough rain there. Well, let's go. How good does it feel for the third time? Second time. You want to go 3. Let's go second time in a winner's circle.
I love these big E trophies. I think they're cool. They all look cool. So I just like to get that big one at the end of the year and one Wednesday, and me and Tony can hug and I can get some money from him.
He just wants that money with the prestige. Welcome back to the winner's circle, built by the Home Depot, the Eldora Speedway, Jason Wheatley.